we are going to start with the new topic, subtopic rather, from quadratic equation, that is related with nature of roots. Now I will give you one example. The first equation, I am taking it like this: x square minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. This is the first answer what we are getting. Now if you want to solve this equation by using a formula, what we have done earlier, I am just doing it little fast. A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 4, and C is equal to again 4. Now what is the value that we are going to get here? B square minus 4AC. That answer is minus 4 bracket square minus 4 into A into C. And that's why we are going to get this as 16 minus 16. The answer comes as 0. Now if I write the formula here, the formula is x is equal to, what is the formula that we have discussed last time? It is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a, which can be further written as, that is going to be minus of minus 4 plus or minus square root of 0 upon 2a, that means it is 2 into 1. So x becomes, it is going to be minus minus will become 4, plus or minus 0 has no meaning upon 2. So x is equal to 2 or not? Are you getting it? Normally you are getting two answers for a quadratic equation. We have seen in the earlier session, we were getting two answers for x, something plus or minus some root sign upon something. So here we are getting only one. So we are writing something here, b square minus 4ac. Suppose we are getting the answer 0, that means roots of the quadratic equation. Roots means values of x. Roots are real and equal. Roots are real and equal. Now I will do some modification in this. I am doing this as, this is 4x minus, or I will write this as 1. What modification you are going to have here? A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 4, but the value of C you are going to get it as 1 now. So b square minus 4ac, just check the answer, it is b square means minus 4 square minus 4 into a into this value c, so it is going to be minus 4. So we are going to get the answer 12 here. Now if I make use of the further formula, then instead of 0, now we are going to get it as 12. And the further part, what we can write as x is equal to 4 plus or minus, this number can be written as 4 into 3, which can be further written as x is equal to, what you will have, 4 plus or minus 2 root 3 upon 2. Now 2 will not get cancelled here. What we will have? X is equal to, I can write this 4 as it is. Sorry, I have to take 2 common from this. Then in the bracket you are going to have 2 plus or minus root 3, whole thing divided by 2 or not. So now this 2 will get cancelled. So we are going to have x is equal to 2 plus or minus root 3. So we are going to get two answers. X is equal to 2 plus root 3 and x is equal to 2 minus root 3. See, root 3 is an irrational number, so which is added to that 2. So basically these numbers, now you check the value, it is 12. So b square minus 4ac, you are getting greater than 0. It is positive, and therefore whatever roots, whatever the values of x we are going to get, they are real, and unequal. The roots are what? Real and unequal. Now what we have to do further? Let us go for one more calculation. Suppose I change this to x and this to 4. So the equation what we are going to have is x square plus x plus 4. The values are going to be a is equal to 1. Then b is also equal to 1. But now c becomes 4. Now we'll go for the particular value of this. It is b square, means what? It is 1 square minus 4 into a into c, that is 4. So here you are going to get 1 minus 16. So we are going to get the answer here as minus 15. Now I will modify this. Formula remains the same. What we are going to have? Now we'll write x is equal to, it is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now what kind of thing that you are going to have here? Minus 1 plus or minus square root of a negative number and upon 2 into a, matlab 2, that is 1. X is equal to, answer will be minus 1 plus or minus root of minus 15 upon 2. But square root of a number, if it is possibly done, then it has to be a positive number. We are getting a negative number here. The roots are imaginary. Now that word is not there in the textbook, and that's why we have to make use of this conclusion. If you are getting the value of a discriminant less than 0, then roots of the equation, roots means values of a variable, roots are not real. Roots matlab the values of x in that equation. So again revise this. There is one standard question asked for 1 mark on this. State the nature of roots. So first what you have to do is we have to convert, or we have to write the equation in the standard form. Then we have to write values of ABC. Then you have to find the discriminant, and the discriminant value we have to equate with 0. Now if that is compared with 0, if it is compared with 0 and if you get these answers, then accordingly we have to write the nature. This is what we call it as nature of roots. If the value of discriminant is 0, then the roots are real and equal. If the value of discriminant is greater than 0, then the roots are real and unequal. And roots are, if it is less than 0, then the roots are not real. There is one typical question which can be asked on this, that is based on nature of roots. Now we'll go ahead with some other format for equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That is a standard quadratic equation given to you. Now different values of x we are going to get. Normally we get 2 answers for x. So values of x, that is nothing but roots of the equation. There are 2 roots of the equation, and what we end up with, the roots of the equation are generally represented as alpha and beta. So they ask you one basic question here, what will be the sum of the roots? So there we are not going to calculate actual roots. This formula is nothing but alpha plus beta, and that's why the answer of this is directly written with the help of this formula. Sum of the roots is nothing but alpha plus beta, and that is nothing but minus b upon a. And there is one more terminology used, that is what we call it as product of roots. Product of the roots is alpha beta. Product means alpha into beta, that is calculated directly as c upon a. Suppose you are given one question. Now why I am giving you this formula? Suppose they give you x square plus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0. Suppose this quadratic equation given to you. And if you are asked what is the sum of the roots? So what is the value of a here? A is 1, b is 6 and c is 3. Correct? So if you are asked what will be the sum of the roots, so we have to write the formula directly. Alpha plus beta is going to be minus b upon a, and that's why it is going to be minus 6 upon a, means 1. So alpha plus beta, that is going to be minus 6. That is one of the answer you are getting. And they ask you alpha beta also. The formula for alpha beta is c upon a. Therefore, we have to go ahead with this. So it is c upon a, and the value of c is 3. Value of a is 1. So it is 3 upon 1. So finally, you are going to get alpha beta is what? 3. These questions are asked as an activity. So they will give you all and they will keep some blank spaces. There we have to appropriately put the values and get the answer. These questions are more important as far as these activity oriented question. Now you are question paper, it is in question number 2, you are having 2 activities. Matlab it's just like a fill in the blanks question only, it's much more easier. And then we have to be very thorough with the formula also. Many times the formula are also indirectly given there. Suppose I am telling you one more equation now. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now if I ask you that divide this equation throughout by a, then the equation becomes like this: ax square upon a plus bx upon a plus c upon a is equal to 0. That is what we write. And after that we have to write x square plus, it is b upon a into x plus c upon a is equal to 0. But slight modification now. I will write x square minus, now if I want to maintain the sign, then I should make b upon a minus into x plus this c upon a, I am keeping it as it is. Now what is that? This is nothing but the formula itself. X square, then minus, this is the formula for what? This formula is minus b upon a, and minus b upon a is nothing but alpha plus beta. Therefore here I am writing this part as sum of the roots. And the last bracket you are getting c upon a, that c upon a is nothing but alpha beta, and that is nothing but product of the roots. And this becomes a formula for a quadratic equation. If suppose alpha and beta are already given to you, then we are supposed to make use of the formula x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. This is the formation of a quadratic equation. Is that clear to you? Now what we have to do is, sometimes they will give you calculations related with this. Form the quadratic equation having the roots. The question is asked like this: suppose the roots are given to you, you are asked to frame the quadratic equation. Now let us work on that particular question. Now there is one type of question which is asked in the textbook. Suppose the roots of the quadratic equation, are, suppose they give you -3 and -7. Suppose the roots of the quadratic equation are given to you as -3 and -7. Frame the equation, or what will be the type of equation? Then definitely I may use like this. Let alpha is -3 and beta is going to be -7. Now first we have to write alpha plus beta, that is -3 plus -7. That answer is going to be -10. After that we have to write alpha beta. That is what we have to write. Alpha is -3, beta is -7. So your answer is 21, positive. And when you are knowing these facts, then the equation required, or we can say like this, therefore the required quadratic equation is, now we have to write the formula which we have derived just before this, x square minus sum of the roots into x. Sum of the roots means alpha plus beta plus product of the roots, that is equal to 0. Please concentrate on this sign. Many students by mistake they write it as plus. It is not like that. Formation of equation will be x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots. Whatever the values you have calculated here, we have to just substitute. It is x square minus alpha plus beta is -10 into x plus alpha beta is going to be 21. Correct? So we have to write x square plus 10x plus 21 is equal to 0 or not? X square plus 10x plus 21 is equal to 0. This is the way in which we have to frame the equation. Is that clear to you? Now there is a question which is what they ask you for 3 marks. The question is simple, but that is a typical question which you are coming across in the boards. I am writing it over here. If the quadratic equation given to you is y square minus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0. The equation given to you is what? Y square minus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0, and they have given alpha and beta are the roots of that equation to find the value of. Now this equation they will give you, and they will write after that, find number 1 alpha square plus beta square, and next one they will write alpha cube plus beta cube. They may ask you this question also, find the value of alpha upon beta plus beta upon alpha. Actually here we are not going to find out the exact value of alpha and beta. What we are going to do is we have to consider alpha and beta are the 2 roots of the equation. So alpha plus beta, then alpha beta values we have to find out. Now what is the value of alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is minus b upon a, which can be written as minus of b upon a. Now if you see the figure, you see the equation there, then what is the value of b? The value of b is minus 2 and value of a is going to be 1. So this answer is going to be 2. Then we will go for alpha beta. What is the value of alpha beta here? Alpha beta is nothing but alpha. What is the formula there? Is it c upon a? Then the value of c is minus 7 and the value of a is going to be 1. So you are going to get the answer for alpha beta as 7. Now these values are used in the formula. Now see, some algebra questions you must have solved in your earlier standards, a square plus b square is nothing but alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. That is the formula. Because in the expansion of this you are going to get 2 alpha beta as a middle term that will get nullified here. So this is a formula for alpha square plus beta square. Now if you know alpha plus beta is going to be 2 given here. Minus 2 into minus 7. So what you are going to get here? The value of 2 square, that is going to be 4, minus minus plus 14. The answer of alpha square plus beta square is going to be 18. After that, they have asked you this answer. Alpha cube plus beta cube. Again I am writing that formula. Alpha cube plus beta cube is nothing but alpha plus beta the whole cube. I expect that you should know the formula here. Alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into bracket alpha plus beta. You should know these all formulae. A cube plus b cube is nothing but a plus b the whole cube minus 3ab into bracket a plus b. All these actual values of these brackets are known. Alpha plus beta is 2, so it is 2 square minus 3. Alpha beta is going to be minus 7 and alpha plus beta is going to be 2. So this answer is going to be 4. Then minus minus will become plus. This one is going to be 42. Therefore the answer comes here as 46. This is a question which is asked for 2 marks if only 2 are given to you. I have added one more question there. This is something wrong formula which I have used. You just check this. It is alpha plus beta the whole cube. This one is going to be 2 cube. This one is 8. So you have to write the answer here as 50. Again I repeat. Alpha cube plus beta cube is nothing but alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into bracket alpha plus beta. Then we can substitute all these values to get the final answer as 50. There is one more question asked to you about this, and that is nothing but alpha upon beta plus beta upon alpha. Now what is the answer that we are going to get here? If you cross multiply, this is going to be alpha square plus this is going to become beta square. Denominator will be alpha beta. And now after that, alpha square plus beta square you need not calculate separately. Alpha square plus beta square is already calculated here. So we have to write the answer 18. And alpha beta we have written already, that is going to be minus 7. So I should write minus 7 here. Final answer we have to write minus 18 upon 7. Are you getting this? Actually these questions you practice more because the chances of these questions are more for 3 marks in question number 5 and question number 3. I hope this particular topic is clear to you. Remember 2 basic formulae. Any quadratic equation will be having 2 roots. One is considered as alpha and beta. Then there are direct formulae for finding out the values of alpha and beta. Alpha plus beta is minus b upon a and alpha beta is c upon a. For getting these questions, you should know the basic algebraic formulae specifically for this. You please mark this properly. Alpha square plus beta square is nothing but alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta, and alpha cube plus beta cube, the formula is alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into bracket alpha plus beta. Wherever they ask you a question like this, and when you cross multiply, if you are getting certain thing which you have already calculated here, then that value we can directly substitute. I hope this part is clear. Then we will go for the next part now. Is it clear to you? See, we will take one more question based on which is frequently asked up till now. There is one formula here, that is direct application. Sum of the roots of the quadratic equation is given to you as 5. Sum of the roots means x alpha plus beta, they have given it as 5. And they have given one more condition, sum of their cubes is 35. Sum of their cubes is 35 given there. So I am writing sum of their cubes means alpha cube plus beta cube, that is going to be 35. Now you are asked to find out the equation. Now that is not the typical method. Matlab we are not going to find out the actual values of alpha and beta. Now they have given sum of the roots and they have given this formula. Tell me what will be the formula for alpha cube plus beta cube. Just now I have told you it is alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into bracket alpha plus beta. Is that clear to you? Alpha cube plus beta cube is nothing but alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into bracket alpha plus beta. Now we'll substitute the value. Is it going to be 5 raised to 3 minus 3 alpha beta into bracket 5, and here they have given the answer as 35. Now let us go ahead. This is going to be 35. This one is 125 minus 15 into bracket alpha beta or not. Now what is the answer that we can do it? We have to transfer this number on the left. It becomes positive 15 alpha beta. This is 125 minus 35. So 15 alpha beta is going to be 90 or not? So alpha beta is going to be 6, no? 90 upon 15. So we have got the answer here. Now for forming the equation we require only two values in fact. One is the value of the group we want, alpha plus beta, because we know the therefore required equation. Required because you are asked the question to form the quadratic equation. So required quadratic equation we can write x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots is equal to 0. Here I am supposed to write alpha plus beta and here alpha beta. See this sign has to be negative. So now I am going to write x square minus sum of the roots alpha plus beta, that is what they have given 5. So it is 5x plus alpha beta is going to be 6. And therefore, we are going to have this as a final answer. This is the quadratic equation. See, I think I have discussed quadratic equation topic in two different categories. Whatever we have done now as in these two sessions, that is enough. Now next session we are going to have some word problems and some outside sums, because probably these are the two chapters, that is chapter number 1 and chapter number 2. You can expect the question related with the textbook but slightly different. What you can say, a challenging question in the question number 3, 4 and 5. So in this session this is more than enough, but in the next session we are going to take care of quadratic equation format, slightly different sums which you will definitely enjoy. They are all related with your basic intellectual level. I am sure that you will be in a position to do it properly. If I just give you a small hint, then definitely you will be in a better position to understand the connect. That question, whatever you may observe, that you may not feel that yes, it is from the quadratic equation. But once you slightly change the format, framing the equation is done from your end, then that question can be definitely solved easily. Okay, so let us wait here. We will stop here for this session. In the next session, we'll go for slightly different sums of quadratic. Okay.